So we're gonna go ahead and finish packing that. Now we're gonna do this to every tree, y'all. So we're not gonna show y'all every tree. We just want to try to get a basic understanding of what we do. And if you see, it's really simple.
All right, now y'all see what we did. I'm not gonna go to every single tree and show y'all the process. That small process is what we basically gonna do to the other two trees. You know what I mean? We got the cherry trees over here, the plum. We got a pear and a peach, and this is the process we're gonna do to each one. Just remember, when you plant your fruit trees, brothers and sisters, keep them 10 to 15 feet away for the growth that will come over the years as the roots spread out underground. And especially in the first year, make sure they get a lot of water. Today in particular is a blessing because a thunderstorm is coming, and so the Most High will water the garden for us. We praise him for that. But when he doesn't allow it to rain all over the summer, we come out here a couple times a week. Someone else besides me. I'm just here today doing it. I got the camera, so I brought it with me with my nephew, my son, to show y'all what we doing over here. But the sisters were the ones who actually got out here first. The plants and stuff, the seedlings that they planted in the raised beds and things of that nature, all of that has started. So it's the beginning process, and probably in another month we'll bring the cameras back out and actually show you, you know, because back here the grass has to be cut. You have to make sure you de-weed. You see weeds starting to grow up among your crop, things of that nature. And so we're going to do the other two trees, but y'all saw a small example of what to do. And just make sure that when you get those roots, make sure the hole is wide enough so when you spread your roots out, they not just touching, they not just curling up the sides, but they actually spread out. Make sure you got them spread out the best you can. Pack them over, leave the bulb out, sticking out the soil a little bit, because over time.
So we got the first tree planted. That's the first one y'all saw us doing. Now we coming over to the second tree, which is this one right here. This is the pear tree, I believe. Yeah, that's the pear. We got that one in the ground. All right. Now we over here on the very last one, which is the peach tree. And you see the young brothers out here getting it in. Okay. Now, hold on. We got to make sure that those wait, take that dirt out of there before Jaquel put some more in there, Martin. Because we want to make sure that the roots are sticking out the way that they should. Okay. Okay. Just want to make sure. Okay. Well, them joints is good. I shouldn't have second guessed. You guys let y'all know what the heck y'all doing. Okay. So yeah, that's good. See, hold this. No, just hold this for 1 second, Martin. Yeah, just hold the tree for 1 second so it don't fall over. Now, remember, y'all, the roots of the tree, you want them to be sticking out in every direction. So now this is a peach tree, so that when it grows, it will grow evenly. The roots will shoot out in all directions, and those roots will get anywhere from 10 to possibly 20 feet long. So that's the reason for doing it. I had stopped them. I didn't see, but they made sure it was done, so that was my error. So all right, y'all could go ahead and put that dirt back up in there like y'all was doing.
For those of y'all who might be thinking contrary, like, why you trying to make a big deal out of planting some fruit trees? Well, first, are you producing anything? And it's not to question anyone's integrity, but what are you producing? America has less than 5 to 15% of the whole Earth's arable farmland, but produces more than 50% of the food that's sent throughout the world. You have to think, why? Because for the love of money, which is the root of all evil, they have made a trade. See, it's not natural what this country does. If this country didn't have all the chemicals and all the science that is actually killing, it's just like the pills. You know how somebody got a disease, you see all these commercials by the pharmacists now? If you got this disease, take this pill and it'll do this. But this pill have these side effects. So when you get those side effects, what they don't tell you on a commercial is, if those side effects don't go away, but you want to continue taking that pill, then the doctor, your physician, is going to have to prescribe you another pill on top of that pill. And that pill he prescribed you to kill those side effects, has its own side effects. Before you know it, you're taking 5-6 chemicals that's not natural to your body to try and fight a disease. Well, it's the same thing. In order to try and cut down on insects and stuff like that killing crops, they have created herbicides, pesticides, and insecticides to claim to protect the plant. But yet, a lot of these things have carcinogens in them, which are high causes of cancer, which cause a lot of colon problems in people, which even pricks at the DNA and the chromosome makeup of man, the nervous system, your breathing, respiratory system, your circulatory system. Brothers and sisters, it's evil, but yet it's all being done in the name of supposedly feeding the world. But what you feed in the people is death. Why? Because in order for a person to get a bag of apples for $2, you have sprayed these apples up with so much chemicals, not just for this country, but to even send to other countries across the world, that a lot of people don't know. A lot of meat and fruits and vegetables that come from America are banned in Europe. And Europe is where they termed American food Frankenfood. You know Frankenstein, how he was just put together with parts. They like, yo, they just doing stuff to the food, and now the food ain't naturally what it was. It's some kind of made up food. You know what I'm saying? So basically, you'll take something to make a tomato last from America to make it to another country by shipping or plane, and then to sit on them store shelves. You need that tomato to last 2 or 3 weeks longer than it would naturally last. So what they do, they go into the genetic makeup of the thing and the seeds, and now these companies patent this seed for this tomato, and no one else can grow it. Look, eat, and we want to eat good. Remember, the ground is already cursed for man's sake. The ground is already cursed, and that's why a lot of people who just, vegetarian, Mother Earth. Don't you vegetarians know that the ground is cursed? You think it's a reason? You think God did it in vanity when he told man he could eat meat after man came off the ark in the days of Noah? God knows it, okay? God himself understands the makeup of man, understands what's coming ahead on the earth, and it's a reason he told man you can eat meat. Now, you eat meat according to the dietary law. Hopefully in some of these films, as we share our progression with you, you'll start to see animals that we own as we get out on the land that we brought. But these trees, brothers and sisters, are just small examples of the effort to start to produce our own. When these things produce and we are able to harvest them year after year, God willing, at least for the moment, our small band of brothers and sisters won't have to go to the store and buy no organic cherries, peaches, pears, or plums. And by the way, on our land, naturally on our land, about a good 7-8 acres of our land is wooded, and apples grow naturally on our land, so we don't have to buy apples either. All organic, not being sprayed with pesticides and herbicides. If you're trying to fight an infestation of some insects eating up your crop, well, the Lord has produced things in the earth that we can use naturally to fight those things and not fill it up with chemicals, because you're going to eat them chemicals. You really think you can just put your vegetable or fruits that have been sprayed up with insecticides for 7-8 months, you think you could just put that stuff in a sink in some regular water, it's going to run it off? The rainwater didn't run the stuff off the plants. They make it to resist water.
The same way they give you some stuff to spray on your new suede boots or your new sneakers.